Every morning, millions of us wake up, grab our phones, and immediately start scrolling through a sea of notifications, messages, and updates. It's the first thing we do, almost instinctively, as if our smartphones hold the secret to starting the day right. But here's something startling. A recent study found that this habit, this innocent check-in with the digital world, can skyrocket our anxiety levels by 30% before we even leave our beds. This isn't just a gadget in our hands. It's a gateway to a daily stress test we didn't sign up for. Today, we're diving deep into how modern technology isn't just changing the way we communicate. It's fundamentally altering our mental health and reshaping our well-being. It's crucial to understand this impact to navigate our digital lives better. Stick around as we explore actionable strategies to reclaim our peace of mind and maybe even our sanity in a world where being constantly connected is often more a curse than a convenience. If you appreciate what we're unpacking here, a simple favor I'll ask from you is to hit the subscribe button and share this video with someone who could benefit from this content. Let's go. You don't need wealth to find happiness. This isn't a new idea, but is rooted deeply in Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us the art of happiness isn't found in our bank accounts, but within ourselves. Stoics like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius argued that true happiness comes from self-acceptance, virtue, and focusing on what's within our control rather than external possessions or status. Think about it. How often have we heard stories of lottery winners or the ultra-rich who end up no happier than the average person? It's because happiness derived from wealth is fleeting. Wealth can buy comfort, sure, but comfort isn't the same as happiness. Stoicism teaches us to seek happiness through self-mastery and inner peace, not through accumulating more. It's about appreciating what you have and realizing that desires for more can lead to a perpetual state of dissatisfaction. This is the Stoics' warning against linking wealth directly to our happiness. The Stoic mindset encourages us to reevaluate our priorities. It asks us what truly enriches our lives. Often, it's the intangibles, relationships, experiences, personal growth that bring us real joy. These are the aspects of life that withstand the ups and downs of economic fortunes. By decoupling our sense of self-worth from our net worth, we open up the potential to experience contentment with less, to find richness in the simplicity and authenticity of a life not centered around material gain. So how can we start to detach our happiness from our financial status? It begins with a shift in perspective. Each day, take moments to reflect on small blessings and cultivate gratitude for what you already have, rather than lamenting what you don't. Practice mindfulness to stay present and not get swept up in the endless pursuit of more. These steps don't just reduce financial stress, they enrich your life with a deeper sense of fulfillment that no amount of money can buy. Embracing this Stoic principle might not change your financial situation overnight, but it will change how you feel about it, and that's a crucial step toward a happier, more contented life. This might be a bit uncomfortable, but it's a critical step if we're to embrace a more Stoic way of life. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, and one thing we certainly can control is how we respond to the actions of others and the circumstances we find ourselves in. Blaming others is an easy out. It allows us to dodge responsibility, and perhaps more importantly, it lets us avoid making difficult changes in ourselves. But here's what the Stoics would say. External events are not within our control, but our reactions to them absolutely are. Marcus Aurelius constantly emphasized the power of our internal responses. He believed that peace comes not from controlling your environment, but from controlling your reactions. When you blame others, you give away your power. You're saying that your happiness and well-being are dependent on the actions of others or on the circumstances of life. This is the opposite of what Stoicism teaches. Stoics strive for self-sufficiency in the realm of emotions. They work to cultivate a state of inner peace that does not rely on external factors, including other people's actions. So what's the practical application here? Start by recognizing moments when you're tempted to blame others. Ask yourself, what part did I play in this situation? How can I handle this better in the future? This isn't about self-blame, but about reclaiming your power by taking responsibility for your own role in your experiences. Shifting from blame to accountability can profoundly impact your personal and professional relationships. It fosters a mindset of looking for solutions rather than pointing fingers, which is far more constructive. Imagine a work environment where instead of blame, there's a culture of ownership and proactive problem solving. That's the kind of shift that embracing this Stoic habit can lead to. This change won't happen overnight. It requires patience, practice, and persistence. But every step you take toward stopping the blame and taking responsibility is a step towards a more empowered and emotionally resilient life. The Stoics knew this well, and it's just as relevant today in our modern, interconnected lives. We're social creatures, after all. We want to be liked, to fit in, to be part of the community. But here's where Stoicism brings a powerful counterpoint. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius argued that our first duty is to ourselves, to our own reason and judgment. Epictetus, in particular, was very clear about the importance of focusing on our own conduct and judgment instead of getting entangled in the opinions and approval of others. He believed that true freedom comes from within, not from external validations. When you live to please others, you're essentially placing your happiness in their hands. You adjust your actions, suppress your true thoughts, and sometimes go against your own values to gain approval or avoid disapproval. But according to Stoic wisdom, this is a direct path to dissatisfaction and turmoil. You end up living a life that's not truly yours, one that's dictated by the preferences and expectations of others. So how do we break free from this habit? It starts with a simple but profound shift in perspective. Begin valuing your own approval above anyone else's. This means getting clear on your values, your principles, and your goals. What matters to you the most? What kind of person do you want to be? These are not questions you answer just once. They require continuous reflection and honesty. Another practical step is setting boundaries. Stoicism teaches us to say no when things don't align with our inner values. This isn't about being dismissive, but about respecting yourself enough to prioritize your needs and peace of mind. Remember, it's not selfish to put yourself first. It's necessary for genuine happiness and integrity. Embracing this Stoic habit also means you need to be prepared for some fallout. Not everyone will understand or appreciate your newfound independence, and that's okay. Stoicism doesn't promise a life without conflict. It promises a life where you're at peace with your choices because they truly reflect who you are. Stopping the habit of living to please others isn't about disregarding the feelings or needs of people around you. It's about ensuring that the choices you make are fundamentally yours and that your life's direction is something you choose, not something imposed upon you. Stoicism doesn't mean avoiding danger or change. Instead, it promotes the courage to face them with wisdom and virtue. The Stoics believe that facing challenges head-on is not only a test of character, but a necessary step in the pursuit of personal growth and fulfillment. Life's most rewarding experiences often come with a risk. Whether it's changing careers, moving to a new city, starting a business, or even entering a new relationship, each of these steps involves uncertainty and the potential for failure. But what Stoicism teaches us is that the outcome isn't what's most important. It's our reaction to it and what we learn from the process that counts. Marcus Aurelius often spoke about the importance of facing adversity with bravery and clarity. He saw each challenge as an opportunity to practice virtues like courage, resilience, and integrity. This perspective shifts our view of risk from something to be feared to something that is inherently valuable. It's a chance to demonstrate and deepen our character, to live more fully aligned with our values. Now, embracing risk doesn't mean being reckless. Stoicism isn't about throwing caution to the wind. It's about calculated risks. This involves making well-considered decisions where the potential benefits outweigh the possible setbacks. It's about asking yourself, what's the best and worst outcome? Am I prepared to handle the worst? How can this move me closer to my goals? Stoics believe in using reason and wisdom to guide these decisions, not impulse or fear. Avoiding risks means you could be missing out on potential opportunities for success, happiness, and growth. Each time you step back from a risk, ask yourself if you're doing it out of genuine concern and logical reasoning, or simply because you're afraid of what might happen if you fail. Remember, in Stoicism, the focus is on your internal virtues and staying true to them rather than the external results. So let's challenge ourselves to step out of our comfort zones. Look at risks as necessary steps on the path to a more authentic and fulfilling life. Each risk you take builds a bit more of your resilience and character, shaping you into a stronger, more capable individual. In the end, isn't that what we're all striving for? Moving on to habit 5, stop ignoring your finances. This habit challenges us to turn a stoic eye toward our economic life. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, and your finances are a prime example of something within your grasp that, when managed wisely, can lead to greater personal freedom and security. Stoics believe in living a life of virtue in accordance with reason. This includes being rational and disciplined about money. It's not just about making more money, but managing it wisely. Ignoring your financial situation is akin to neglecting a vital part of your life structure. Think of your finances as the foundation that supports various aspects of your well-being. Poor financial health can lead to stress, anxiety, and a feeling of being trapped in undesirable situations. Conversely, a strong financial foundation can give you the freedom to make choices that align with your values and goals. So how do you take control of your finances in a stoic way? Start with a clear understanding of your current situation. This means knowing your income, expenses, debts, and assets. Ignorance in this area is not bliss. It's a ticking time bomb. Once you have a clear picture, set realistic goals based on your values. What do you want your financial life to look like in the future? More importantly, why? Ensure your goals are aligned with your overall life philosophy. Budgeting is another crucial tool. It helps you allocate resources in a way that supports your priorities rather than drains them. A stoic budget isn't just about cutting expenses, it's about intentional spending. Make sure your spending reflects your values and contributes to your long-term goals. For instance, you might cut down on unnecessary luxuries to save for experiences or investments that bring you more lasting satisfaction. Finally, build an emergency fund. This is a key Stoic principle. Prepare for what you can control and mitigate the impact of what you cannot. An emergency fund gives you a buffer against life's unpredictable challenges. It reduces financial stress and provides a sense of security, knowing you can handle unexpected expenses without derailing your life plans. Taking control of your finances isn't about becoming obsessed with money. It's about ensuring that your financial life supports your overall well-being and allows you to live more freely and in accordance with your values. This Stoic approach to finances can transform your relationship with money, making it a tool for achieving a more fulfilling and balanced life. By embracing these 5 habits, starting your day without your phone, seeking happiness within, avoiding blame, facing risks, and taking control of your finances, you can cultivate a more stoic, balanced, and fulfilling life. These principles can guide you to live with greater clarity, purpose, and peace, no matter what the modern world throws at you. Thank you for watching, and remember, your journey to a more stoic life begins with the choices you make today.